Assalamualaikum and a very good morning I bid to all. My name is Amiza Hazwani binti Zainal and let me introduce our team. Our team consists of 5 members, which is Ain, Emilia, Fairuz and me, and we are here to present our findings titled Sily-Med. Before we start, let us watch this short video. Wsdg focus on ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all at all ages. It aims to reduce maternal and child mortality, combat communicable diseases, ensure universal health coverage, and address mental health issues. Now, you know what is IV needles are? IV needles is a needle that consists of 2 elements, which are needles and hub. These products are made from metal and plastic. IV needles were first introduced by Sir Christopher Wren in 1660s. The model was the first succeed product that are made from pig's bladder and quill. IV needles then have been changed by Francis Wren in the year of 1844 to metal and plastic. There are 2 main problems of using available IV needles. First, materials from available IV needles are not suitable for certain people. 2. Patients, doctors and nurses can easily get affected by infectious disease, which is HIV. By that, we have decided to use the third Wsdg features as our main findings. Wsdg or Sustainable Development Goals have 17 features, and the third one is about health and well-being. According to Science Daily, there were 39.9 million people across the globe with HIV in 2023. Of these, 38.6 million were adults below 15 years old and 1.4 were children over 15 years old. In addition, 53% were women and girls. Today we are going to share the findings of our research on creating new ideas for using new materials that are more efficient and reducing the number of HIV cases among the patient, doctors and nurses.
The increasing of HIV cases through IV needles. Needles sharing is the second biggest risk for HIV after null sex. It has been found that the average risk of HIV infection after a needle stick injury leading to exposure the blood of an HIV infected individual is 0.3%. How needle sharing expose you to HIV? When a person uses a needle to inject drugs, some of their blood goes into the needle and shrink. HIV spread through blood. If you use the same needle as someone who has the virus, the HIV infected blood goes into your body. You can get HIV whether you inject drug into a vein, under your skin or into a muscle. Sharing needles is the only way to get HIV. Your risk also increases if you prepare drugs with a shrink and contain someone else's infected blood someone else used to clean out their needle and shrink. They use spoon, filter or container used to dissolve and heat drugs. Another way you can get HIV. Sharing needles can also put you in contact with other infections that you can get through blood. This includes the liver disease, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and tuberculosis. This is respiratory disease, but intravenous drug use increases your risk of contracting it.
Innovation, changing needle elements to metal, gallium and silicon hub. The new ideas for IV needle is Sily-Needle. Sily-Needle is an enhancement innovation of needle with new convincing material added. The metal needle has changed to a rectangular hollow needle structure made with gallium and melt below 29.76 Celsius. It is also have a thin film temperature sensor, soft polymeric channel and encapsulation, also a silicon hub. According to Science Daily, in its solid state, gallium has sufficient hardness that enables puncturing of soft biological tissues. However, gallium melts when it is exposed to body temperature upon insertion and changes it into a soft state, like surrounding tissue, enabling stable delivery of the drug without damaging blood vessels. Besides, the concept is also closely related to the health and well-being concept, which is no poverty. Health is critical for escaping poverty. Poor health can also lead to economic hardship. So, this interconnection highlights the importance of holistic approach to sustainable development.
Using silicone for the heart and needle of a metal gallium offers several advantages. First, its biocompatibility. Silicone is generally well tolerated by the body and reducing the risk of allergic reaction and irritation. Besides, it is also more flexible. Silicone flexibility can enhance comfort for patients and reduce the likelihood of breakage during insertion or movement. In addition, using IV needles with hubs and needle made from silicone can have several impacts on the community. First, it reduces infection rates. Silicone can provide a smoother surface that may lower the risk of infection compared to the traditional materials. This can lead to better patient outcomes and reduce healthcare costs. Next, it's enhanced comfort. Silicone can improve patient comfort during IV insertion and use, which may encourage more patients to seek necessary medical treatments without fear of discomfort. Lastly, it increases accessibility. It improves design and the material might lead to more effective IV therapy, making treatments more accessible, especially in underserved communities.